Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to 4x8 Paper Stuff. I have no internet. Again, every time I film in advance because we're going somewhere, we have these major microbursts. We had another one Saturday night, and the internet goes out. This internet has been out since Saturday night. We're lucky we have electricity. We just don't have internet, and my clip just broke. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully this one comes out on time. It is Monday morning. I am trying to record this now, and edit it. I will not be able to upload it for a while. We got home Sunday afternoon, about 4 o'clock. It was out when we got home with messages. I went in hotspot, however you do that, a couple times, and it's coming back by 7. Oh, no, it's coming back by 11. Oh, nope, it's coming back by 1. Oh, nope, it's coming back by 3:30 in the morning. Oh, nope, now we don't know when it's coming back. Every time we have one of these microbursts, this is our third one in 2 years, which is really kind of scary. There were trees down everywhere. There was a huge power line down. The power to our street, I don't think did anything but go out for a little bit. But the internet, Spectrum internet, is down. Our neighbor has AT&T. They have internet. He has internet. It's just a mess. But these microbursts are getting scary. But that's nothing compared to what my sister had. She had a snake in her house yesterday. She cried. She called me crying. She was so scared. And anyhow, she got it outside. And it will live a happier life outside. And she leaves a door open for a cat that she has adopted from a stray cat. Her neighborhood is one of the closest neighborhoods to like our little grocery store area in this section of Columbia. And there's a lot of stray cats dropped off there, abandoned. And there's a section of woods behind this shopping center and her house. But somehow the cats always manage to get through the woods and come into her neighborhood, and because she feeds other stray cats, they smell the cat food and they come to her house, and then she says, "Oh, this one's cute, I'll keep it." Anyhow, she leaves a door open for this cat to come and go as it pleases, even in the summer. I fuss at her all the time. She doesn't listen to me. Nobody listens to me. Anyhow, I think the snake wandered in because we had so much rain for only like a half an hour Saturday night. Around 9 o'clock is when it happened. 9 o'clock. I looked on a weather thing. 9 o'clock, there was a wind 60 miles an hour for about 10 minutes. And then there was 40 miles an hour about 30 minutes at 9:30. No, another few minutes at 9:30. But there were power lines. There were all kinds of things down. Again, I don't know how there's any trees left. So, okay, that's neither here nor there. This is a quick video only because I shrunk it down. There's a lot of writing, there's a lot of drawing of lines. That's neither here nor there. You don't need to watch that in real time. But today's focus is on Jose Noronha. Now, Jose Noronha is on, as far as I know, Instagram and YouTube, and he has a website. I think it's called josenoronha.com. Naranja. That's Spanish for orange, right? Is that right, Curti? I think so. Anyhow, I would look it up, but I have no internet. But I think you told me that years ago. I have been a fan of his forever. He has very, 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 very detailed and organized journals. A lot of travel journals, a lot of he's a lot in Asia. He lives in Spain. He's Spanish. He lives in Spain. But he travels to Thailand a lot. He loves Thailand. Cambodia, Southeast Asia. He loves all of the beautiful, and for obvious reasons, things there. And he goes and he immerses himself in the culture and draws these gorgeous, gorgeous journals. Sometimes there's watercolors in them. Sometimes there's ephemera. I mean, they're just beautiful. I do think Rex Ray and Jose Noronha would have gotten along fabulously. I think they have respect for each other's colors and art and the history that they put into everything. I just think they would have had a great relationship. I'm trying to do justice to both here. I did write a few things in some journal boxes. One I wrote about how he grew up. Another one I wrote about his illness and the illnesses that were around him and how he uh, encouraged other young artists and students and um, some of the people he was influenced by and what all he worked with. So Michael Patterson, a military brat who grew up in Colorado, he moved to San Francisco in 1981 and find himself. I'm trying to read my own writing. Starting with a job in graphic arts, he was a designing album covers, concert posters for Bill Graham, blah, blah, blah. After enrolling in the San Francisco Art Institute, he never turned back. Graduated from computers backwards to analog. Uh, cool. Uh, Precision and celebration is what he liked to include in his art. And I think that is perfectly said. That was one of his quotes from the book that I have. He changed his name to Rex Ray. Rex was for kings, and Ray for the love child of Man Ray and Fay Ray, which I think were like early actors in America, long time ago. He had his influences were obviously Bill Graham because Bill Graham used him for lots of concert posters. If you're from the San Francisco Bay Area in the 80s, 70s, Bill Graham was the entire music world there and was a concert promoter, I think a rock and roll manager, all kinds of amazing stuff that man did in the 70s and 80s, maybe more in San Francisco. I grew up with that name all over the place. You couldn't turn the radio on without hearing about something about Bill Graham. Day on the Green, concerts all over the place. And I mean, just cool guy. He grew up with the influence of, his art was influenced by Keith Haring and Andy Warhol in his time. And Bill Graham was a huge influence. And then in the other corner, I wrote, made posters and helped raise money for AIDS awareness and cures. His friends were dying around him. It was tragic times in San Francisco. He died from cancer in 2015, I think. He was sick for 5 years and gave lots of his paper away, all his paper scraps away, and did a lot for students at the San Francisco Art Institute. So that was all my journaling in those little boxes. Jose Naranja is a huge proponent of organized journals. Why I like him so much is because I would aspire to be like that, but I'm never going to be like that, and I'm okay with that. But I love how he breaks everything down. He researches things. I love that aspect of it. He definitely is learning by journaling a lot. And the corner box is SF for San Francisco because I really think he wouldn't have been who he was without moving to San Francisco. And then I added Rex Ray influences all throughout this, trying to keep them slightly organized, as if it was Jose Naranja being influenced also by Rex Ray. So this was hugely fun. Sitting here, peace and quiet. I have no music playing, nothing, because we have no internet. Did I already say that? I think I did. And we don't know when we're going to get it back. Hopefully this comes up tomorrow. But it was a good exercise in telling myself, yes, you can survive without the internet, Beth. Yes. Yes, you can just sit here and get lost, literally, in a journal. Yes, I did. I was here for, I think this all told was like 56 minutes. Didn't even feel like 20. Seriously. Had the best time. It's just amazing. It's amazing what you can get done without the internet interrupting your schedule. I know. I even finished a letter that I had started to somebody for 2 or 3 weeks ago. Found stuff that I had collected last year. Amazing. But anyhow, I tried to add color. Jose Naranja does add color, but it's organized color and it all has a purpose. So I was trying, but he's very detail oriented. So I was trying to make sure everything had extra layers to it, extra colors. And this is my interpretation, of course. trying to include a bunch of different colors and textures. Of course, he used beautiful paper, although there was something on Instagram yesterday or the night before, I saw it at the hotel. Is Midori his next paper? He said, can I have found some new paper? So hello. Anyhow, I had a ball. Did I already say that? I think I did. I had a ball doing this. And newsflash, just because he's staring at me right now, Gunnar spent the first night in a hotel with us and he had a ball. He thought we were having a great time. Oh, I love this room. And for some reason they gave us a handicap room. So our bathroom was huge and the shower there was no lip to the shower. It all ran into a central drain in the middle of the floor. I guess so you could put a wheelchair in there. We had hearing impaired implements, all this kind of stuff. But the dog thought it was great because he could go in the water while my husband was in the shower. They have a shower relationship. Gunnar protects him from going down the drain because he's quite certain that's going to happen. Anyhow, we had a great time. It was very, 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 very chilled. Nothing going on. Tons and tons of destruction still from the floods there in October of 2024. That triangle right there represents a lot of words. It represents the Transamerica building in San Francisco. It represents color. It represents design. It was a spot that needed something else. And I love how this turned out. But yeah, Asheville area, tragic still where the floods were in October. You can tell who had insurance and who doesn't. Because the people that don't are back in the houses with mud still in their front yard. And the X's where the spray cans went when they were doing rescues. I mean, it was just, they're on the front of their houses. They're still living in these places. It is tragic. Tragic. Awful. We were just blown away about how much damage. And roads still closed everywhere. Anyhow, Jose Naranja and Rex Ray, I think, would be best buds. A lot of respect for each other's talents. I believe. I would like to believe. I think because they seemed like they would have gotten along, as much as I know about both of them, which is very little. But I think they would have gotten along. I would like to think in my world, they get along. So I'm just putting this on the back of this entire piece of paper. So whatever was here, that painted paper with the circles, doesn't matter that it's covered up. I know it's there. And parts of it do stick out just a fraction. So much fun. Now tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to do tomorrow's. I do not know why I gave myself this person, but it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. So stay tuned tomorrow. Hopefully this all goes up and you didn't even know we were without internet. Yes, I found my sheet of paper with all my names on it, but this is, I missed this. I haven't done it for a couple days and I missed it. So I'm glad I'm back. Thanks for letting us go out of town. You didn't know we were gone, but we were. So I will see you all for tomorrow, and thanks for watching, as always. Bye.